hi guys, welcome to the third class for percentage advance and another 7 questions that we have. So the question is that what will be the percentage profit after selling an article at the selling price if there occurs a loss of 35% on selling the article at 3 by 5 of selling price. So the question is कि जो selling price है उस पे sell करने पे what is the profit if we are selling it for 3 by 5 of selling price, that is 60% of selling price, then I'm incurring a loss of 35%. Right? So let us assume that my selling price is nothing but 100 rupees. Right? So if I'm selling at 3 by 5 of selling price, I'm simply selling it for 3 by 5 of 100. That is, I'm selling it for 60 rupees. Right? And when I'm selling it for 60 rupees, I'm having a loss of 35%. So let's say that my cost price is nothing but X rupees. Correct? Now in that X rupees, a loss of 35%, that means the multiplying factor of what? 65%. Right? Or 35% is what? 35% is 7 by 20. So multiplying factor in case of loss for 7 by 30 would be what? 7 by 20 will be what? 13 by 20. Right? So if I'm selling this at 35% loss, in that case, I'm selling it for 60 rupees. Right? So at cost price, if I'm incurring 65% loss, I'm selling it for 60 rupees. So what is my cost price here? 60 multiplied by 20 divided by 13. Correct? What value this will take? 6 2s are 12, 1200 divided by 13. So my cost price comes out to be 1200 by 13. Right? My selling price is 100 rupees. Now profit percentage is calculated by what? Profit percentage, it is SP by CP. So SP divided by CP, that is 1200 multiplied by 13. So what do you get? 1300 divided by 1200. Zeros is gone. 13 by 12. So initial value is 12, final value is 13. So I get a profit of 1 by 12. A profit of 1 by 12 simply depicts 8.33% ka profit. Right? So that is what we have as the correct answer. Moving on to the next, store N gives a discount of 50% on the list price of all items and store W gives a discount of 60% on list price of all items. Take care. If the list price of same item is 20% higher in store W, what percentage more or less of the selling price in store N is selling price of the item in store W? So let's say the cost price in store N is nothing but 100 rupees. Right? And cost price of the article in store W is 20% higher. So that simply means it is 120 rupees. Correct? Now store N is selling it for, so mark price, let's not say cost price, the marked price. Mark price would be a better word over here. So mark price in store N is 100 rupees, mark price in store W is 120 rupees. Now they are selling it for 50%, so discount ke liye multiplying factor will be 1 by 2. They are selling it for 50 rupees. And they are selling it at a discount of 60%. So the 60% discount ka multiplying factor would be what? 2 by 5. Right? So they are basically selling it for 48 rupees. Right? So what percentage more or less is the selling price in store N? So as compared to store W, so the comparison is with store W. So it is 50 by 48. That means there is an increment of 2 over 48, 2 over 48, or there is an increment of 1 over 24. So 1 by 24 simply gives you what percentage? This will give you 4.166%. 4.1667%. Correct? So that would be the correct answer, that store N ka selling price is 4.166% more than store W ka selling price. Right? Let's move on to the next. So the price of an item is discounted 10% on day 1 of sale. On day 2, the item is discounted another 10%. And on day 3, it is discounted at an additional 20%. The price of item in day 3 is what percentage of sale price of day 1? So let's say selling price on day 1 is rupees 100. Right? Sorry, let's say the mark price of the item is rupees 100. So on day 1, it is being sold at 10% discount. So what is the selling price? Day 1 ka selling price, day 1. 100 multiplied by 10% discount means 9 by 10 ka multiplying factor. That means it is sold for 90 rupees. Selling price on day 2 will be what? 90 rupees ka 10% discount, that is 10% is 9 by 10. So it is being sold for 81 rupees. Day 3 pay, it is being sold for 81 multiplied by 20% discount means 4 by 5. Right? So it is being sold for how much? This goes how much? 16.2. 16.2 into 4, 16 4s are 64.2 into 4.8. So it is being sold for 64.8. Correct? So now price of day 3 is what percentage of sale of day 1? So price of day 3 is 64.8. Right? And price of day 1 is 90. So it is what percentage? 648 divided by 900. Right? This goes how many times? Let's take it in. Will it go into 4? Yes, it will go into 4. This will go 1 time. This will go 6 times. This will go 2 times. And this will go how much? This will go 1 time, 48. Okay, hold on. 1 time, sorry, 2 times. 2 times. And then you have a 1 left. 10 again goes 2 times and 225. Correct? What number does this go in? 62819. So these both go in 3. So this goes 5 times. You're left with 1, 12, 54. This goes in 3 how many times? 75 times. Correct? 54 by 75 again will go in 3, I believe. So this will go 18 times. This will go 25 times. So it is 18 by 25. 18 by 25 is simply what percentage? So 18 by 25 is nothing but 72 percentage. So the price of item on day 3 is 72% of the price of item on day 1. That is your correct answer. And if some of you are unclear with how to do this, so a very simple process. 18 by 25 fractional value से नहीं निकल रहा है, simply multiply with 100. This goes 4 times, 18 4 is 72%. काम खत्म. Right? So this is how you calculate. Okay. Let's move on to the next. So we have that article cost rupees 500 and mark price is mentioned as 800. What is the profit percent for seller if he sells and offers a discount of 10% on the mark price? Okay. So mark price is 800. It is being sold at a discount of 10%. So multiplied by 9 by 10. Selling price is going to be equal to 720 rupees. Right? So my selling price is 720. Cost is 500. The profit percentage is what? Profit percentage is SP by CP. That is 720 divided by 500. Zeros are gone. 72 is 36 by 25. So basically an increment of 11 over 25. 11 over 25 ka increment means nothing but 40. This would be, again, I'm facing a difficulty. So I'll multiply it with 100. This goes 4. This goes 44%. So 44% is going to be my correct answer. That is the profit percentage for the seller. Right? Let's move on to the next question. If an article with a mark price of 400 is sold at successive discount of 10, 25 and 15%, what is the approximate price the customer has to pay? So 400 is the mark price. Initially a discount of 10%. So multiplying factor 9 by 10. 25% multiplying factor 3 by 4. 15% multiplying factor 17 by 20. That is what we are looking at. 0 is gone. 0 is gone. These two zeros are gone. Right? 4 se 4 is gone. 17 into 3, 51. 51 into 9 will be what? 51 multiplied by 9. 510 minus 50, 460, 459. 459 divided by 2. 459 divided by 2 is nothing but 2, 2 and 9.5. So this is the price that the customer will have to pay, and this is going to be my correct answer. Right? Let's move ahead. Srinivas sold an article for 6,800 and incurred a loss. So at 6,800 we have a loss. Had he sold the article for 7,850, he would have his gain would have been equal to half the amount of loss that he incurred. So whatever was the loss after selling at 6,800, uska half is the profit on selling at 7,850. At what price he should sell the article to have 20% profit? So let's say that my cost price is nothing but 100x. So when the loss value at 6,800 is what? Cost price minus selling price. This is the loss value, right? And this loss value is double the profit value. By profit is half, so loss is double, right? So this loss value is equal to double the profit value, and my profit value is 7,850 minus 100x. Correct? So what do you get? 100x minus 6,800 is equal to 78. Okay. 78, 200, 2 5s are 10, carry over 1, 2 6 are 2 8s are 16, 117, carry over 1, 2 7s are 14, 15, minus 200x. Correct? So 300x equals to what? 15,700 plus 6,800. So 157 and 68 is what you have to add. 8 7 15, carry over 1, 6 5 11, 112, carry over 1, 2. and 00. So this becomes equal to 22500. Two zeros are gone, two zeros are gone, x is equal to 75. Right? So basically my selling price turns out to be equal to 7500. Now to have an article being sold at 20% profit, that means he must sell it at multiplied by 6 by 5. Because 20% profit ka multiplying factor is 6 by 5. This goes 1500. 1500 into 6 gives you a 9,000. To get a 20% profit, the article must be sold for 9,000 rupees. That's your correct answer. Right? So one last question in this one. So a manufacturer fixes his selling price at 33% over the cost of production. So let's say cost of production is nothing but 100x. And the selling price has been 33% more, that is 133x. Now it says that if cost of production goes up by 12%, so my new cost of production is 112x. And the manufacturer raises his selling price by 10%. So 10% increase means 133x multiplied by 11 by 10. Right? So multiplied by 11 by 10 would give you a what? 146.3x. Right? Find the profit percentage. Profit percentage is what? Selling price by cost price. What do you get? 146.3 divided by 112. Now these are some values where calculator or the decimal part helps you in a better way. So 146.3 divided by what do we say? 146.3 divided by 112 gives you a 1.30625. Now 1.30625 is the multiplying factor. Decimal form mein, how will it give you the percentage value? -1 in 200. So -1 is 0.30625 multiplied by 100 gives you a 30.625% ka profit. Right? And that's your correct answer for this case. So I hope all the 7 questions are clear. I'll see you guys in the next video.